Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to start off by introducing ourselves. So my name is Moyed, and I'm followed by Aryo, Alex, JP, Summon, Alicia, and Dylan. Start it off.
Did you know that drivers spend an average of 17 hours a year searching for parking spots? Well, this hits close to home because I spent half an hour just this morning. Not only did I waste my time, money, and gas, but it also caused me a lot of stress before I went to bed.
That's why we created Parx, an app for drivers, by drivers. So just a quick look at our agenda. This is the content that we will be covering today. Thank you.
So imagine this. You're in the middle of the financial district with a meeting in 10 minutes. There's pedestrians and cars everywhere. All you want to do is find parking. Now this is a problem that millions of Canadians face each and every day.
The problem. We notice that many citizens in many countries and cities have trouble finding parking. This could lead to many consequences. So we notice that there can be many environmental concerns. So in the UCLA campus in Los Angeles, a study showed that over the course of half a year, drivers spent or drove around 1.5 million kilometers searching for parking. That's equal to more than half the distance to Mars. Sequentially, America and their drivers spent over $73 billion for costs related to parking, such as gas emissions and fuel.
Alright, so we did a survey with over 65 respondents. Our first question was, do you think current parking services are overpriced? And the majority said yes. Then we asked how many times per year do you look for a parking spot? And the majority said 10 plus. Then we asked if you would be interested in a service like ours, and the majority said yes.
Now, how many of you have heard of Uber? Okay, now how many of you have heard of Rover? So Rover is a company that also deals with a similar task, but this is how our solution differs from theirs.
Our app allows homeowners to rent out their driveways to drivers to allow drivers to have easier access to parking.
So now let's take a look at our mobile prototype for the application. So here at Parx, we're dedicated to have a simple and reliable application, as you can see behind us, with a simple sign-up/sign-in page, as well as the ability to book a parking spot beforehand and a GPS navigator to bring you right to that spot without any hassle.
Our two main revenue streams for the service are optional insurance for homeowners to protect their land, and drivers paying homeowners or whoever they're parking from, and we take a cut from that.
Okay. So currently, how is the industry that we're working in? So currently in North America, the parking industry is worth more than $100 billion US. So here at Parx, we're ready to utilize this potential and use this competitive advantage for our company to make the most revenue.
As you can see behind me, there is a graph showing revenue versus users per our app. Now, this is to say that there need not to be so many users for our application to make revenue. It's just how many times they use that app to offset the need for a lot of users.
Let's have a look at our competition in further detail. So some flaws with current parking apps are that they're really expensive. They range from $4 to $9 per hour, and that can really accumulate over years. And there's also not enough locations for some of the cheaper ones. And there's really sparse and in small lots. And that doesn't really accommodate for the downtown Toronto, just general working force. And there's also a huge lack of customer support, and this really drives customers away.
Now moving on to the marketing aspect of our business. So for advertising, we're going to be using social media, bus stops, the radio, and many more. And the pricing is listed right behind me.
We also do want to reinforce the strong branding so that we are recognizable amongst our other competitors. So that includes having a signature color, logo, and so on.
Now you may be wondering what sets us apart from everyone else. Well, first of all, we're going to be including an optional protection plan starting from $20 a month for all the homeowners to be protected from damage and just security in general. We're also going to double as a navigation service as well to get you right to your destination effectively.
We also do want to partner with various businesses. For example, Starbucks can rent out 2 of their parking spots to our app, and we can send users a notification telling them, hey, grab a coffee, Starbucks is 2 blocks away, and that way we can form that strategic alliance between our company and others.
For our business model, we're going to have a website and an app to make it accessible for everyone, but the one thing that we want to focus on a lot is customer service and making sure we use everyone's feedback and support to better our app as a whole. Another thing is linking our app with a calendar on everyone's phone so that everyone is reminded of where they have to be and what time they have to be there at.
We also did do a lot of research into the state of the market. So as we mentioned, a parking an average price is $4 to $9 per hour, and we do want to cut that down by allowing homeowners to rent their parking spots, much like how Airbnb does that versus hotels. And we do want to take a 20% profit margin from both the homeowner parking lots as well as if we partner with Green parking lots. And we do see in the foreseeable future to offer long-term parking, so that includes monthly for people who don't have enough space at their own house. They can park, for example, at a neighbor's, and we can offer a platform for that.
Okay, so as a closing remark, let's reimagine this scenario. You wake up in the morning and you find a parking spot before you leave the house. It is stress-free, reliable, and affordable, and you might even have time to get a cup of Starbucks before your meeting. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation. Do you have any questions?
Good job, guys. I guess the question is, this is for people that have extra space on their driveway, correct? That would be one option. What about the city? Because I always park my car on the road and I got to take out $80. Can you work with the city to say there's certain parts of, suburban area, residential areas that you can say, I have my sister or my brother coming from Montreal and they want to park on a certain part of the street, and I don't mind paying, but I don't mind getting an $80 ticket. It would be $9. I don't mind doing that. Is that something that could be?
So as we mentioned earlier, we're working on this sort of business partnerships with potentially smaller businesses around the city. Because we are able to rent out these parking spaces for our customers, they also double back on their business as a source of advertising. For example, as Simon stated earlier, we might be able to give some sort of discount to one of the products.
And additionally, we also do want to show all of the parking regulations on the app as well, so that you can't park from this time to this time here. Because with all these signs everywhere, especially downtown, you can't even tell. So it's an easy platform for that, so you don't get those fines.
Actually, it's very valuable on my street. There's no signs at all. So when I went to City Hall, they said, well, you should check our website. I'm like, I gotta check our website. You can change it anytime. I was like, that was not very fair, but anyway, got an $80 ticket. But yeah, that's actually very, very important information that will bring more people to your app. That's very good.
And also when you put your time down for reserving the parking spot, it'll restrict you to parking spots that are available during that time.
Very good. Thank you.
Nice job, guys. Question. I know you went through a lot of numbers, but can you expand a little bit on how the pricing is going to work? And are you going to be providing suggestions to the homeowners and businesses, and expand on that?
So much like Airbnb, people can't price their own lots, but we will give them a suggested, because a lot of people don't know what the market is like in that area. Obviously, parking here will cost different than one on Queen Street. So we will give them a suggestion based on the different surrounding parking lots, but at the end of the day, it is up to that homeowner to set their own price. So we do want to give them that freedom, but we will provide that suggested so they do have something to go off of. And as we mentioned, we do take a 20% profit margin from that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and like I echo the thoughts of my fellow judges that you guys have thought a lot about this, and I'm a big fan actually of the idea and of your presentation itself. So good job, really good deep dive into the marketplace. You seem like you're very knowledgeable of what your competitors are doing and what the solutions are out there. So congratulations. Now, what's really interesting to me, which perhaps it might be a personal thing, is you might be even creating a whole new product. come and sell homeowners as insurance, full parking spaces. That's really interesting. And I think if you're able to capitalize on that revenue stream, you really have something here. So I encourage you to stick at it, keep at it, and hopefully launch this product to market.
Thank you.